In this video, I would like to teach you how to do synthetic division by means of the following example of x raised to the fourth minus 22, all being divided by x plus 2. So the first thing is focus on your numerator, aka your dividend. Locate the highest power of x, add 1 to it, and what that total is going to tell you then, 5 in this problem. Well, 4 plus 1 is going to be 5 anywhere, but what that's going to tell you is that it's going to tell you the number of columns, all right, inside of this synthetic division table here. Then keep in mind that this will represent what goes inside this box will represent the coefficient of your x to the fourth term. This will be x cubed, this will be x squared, this will be x, and that's your constant, okay? Now, what's the coefficient of your x to the fourth term? Well, it's nothing there, so that implies a 1. That's great. Now, what's the coefficient of your x cubed term? Oh, no, wait. X cubed, it's not in there. I don't know what. How do I do this? You know what? I don't know how to do it, so we're just going to plug in zeros. All right. I don't know what I'm. When in doubt, just plug in zeros, I guess. And then write your constant. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anytime you don't see those values inside of your function, you're just going to turn them into 0. Because if you think about it, if I were to add back into this function, let's say 0x cubed, right? 0 times anything is going to be 0. And adding 0 back into something is like adding nothing. So I didn't change the value of it, okay? Anyway, the constant term then is going to be a negative 22. Cool. All right, so we're done with the dividend. Now look at your denominator, aka the divisor. What you're going to do is you're going to take that and you're going to set it equal to 0. You're going to solve this for x, and the reason why you're going to do that is because this value here is going to tell you the value that's going to go outside of your synthetic division table. Now it's just a very simple series of steps. Take the first coefficient, drop it all the way down. Red box here because nothing's going to go in it. Take that value at the bottom, multiply it by the outside value, put the result in the next adjacent cell over here. Add that column together. Then repeat the process. Take that value, multiply it by the outside value, so that's going to be a total of positive 4, put it there. Add the column together for a total of 4. Then 4 times the negative 2, that's going to be a negative 8. Next column, right, add the results here, that's a negative 8. Negative 8 then times the negative 2 is going to be a positive 16. And then you're going to add the results here together, so that's going to be a negative 6. Now, keep in mind what these values represent. This will represent your remainder. This is your constant. This is your x term. This is your x squared term. And this is your x cubed term. Okay? It has a pattern to what I did at the top there before, but it is not the same. Now, I want you to do one thing. Before we start writing out our quotient, I need you to look back at your divisor. I need you to locate your coefficient, your variable x, and then locate the coefficient of that variable. In this problem, it's a 1. Now, it turns out that we don't need to do this step in this problem, but I still want to teach it to you anyway. What you have to do is you have to divide all the values down here except for the remainder. Don't do it to the remainder. No, not the remainder. And you're going to do it to every one of those values. In this problem, dividing by 1 doesn't do anything, so you don't have to worry about it. But I want to teach it to you because in case the problem changes, you now have the paddle and you're up the creek, right? Great. So let's just write these values back in. And now we are going to, and by the way, you would do that division. So imagine this were a 2, okay? Then this would have been divided by 1/2, and this, not divided by 1/2, it would have been divided by 2, and therefore, this would have been now the new value is 1/2. This would have been a negative 1, this would have been 2, and that would have been a negative 4, okay? So, anyway, let's write the quotients. Not quotients, plural, but quotient. Oh boy. 1x cubed. Then minus 2x squared plus 4x minus now 8, not 8c, just minus 8. And then minus now, put your remainder on the top and your divisor now on the bottom, always. And this is it. All right, you technically don't need the 1 there. I wanted to show it anyway. I'm just going to erase it. Bye-bye. And this is then your final quotient, okay? That's the quotient. So when you take this thing and you divide it by that thing, you get this thing. Cool. That's the technical language, by the way. This thing by that thing, get this thing. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I do hope this video helped. I really do. If it did, like, subscribe, maybe, and tell some of your classmates. And I'll see you in the next video. By the way, our channel, we have thousands of problems out there, not only in physics, but mathematics and chemistry as well. We solve specific problems. We'd love to help you with more. Take a look.